Welcome in to another week of The Blitz. I'm Billy Byler, Wayne Stats, Chris Gay with me. Guys, we're getting into the season now. We know some things, hopefully, from what we've been watching. I want to know an underrated team or an overrated team. What you got? What do you think, Wayne?
I think even though Butler's undefeated, I think they're a little underrated. I think people kind of wrote them off a little bit, maybe a little bit after they kind of struggled down the stretch playing good teams last year. But kind of weak schedule this year, so they're kind of, even though they're undefeated, they're kind of low, I think, in our power poll at this point. But I mean, I think they could really make a good run.
Undefeated and underrated.
I think so. I think they're underrated.
Okay. All right, Chris.
I'm bouncing all over the map here, but I was thinking about Warren County for a second. We've got them in our poll, and they play Lincoln County in a couple weeks, and you know, I guess that'll be a good barometer of where they are. I'm not saying they're underrated or overrated. I just want to know, you know, what's the real Warren County?
Okay, overrated, all of Columbia County for sure, and underrated. I'm going to go over to Aiken County. Two teams, Wagner Sally, best 0-3 team, Class A maybe. They're a good team. They've just run up against some good competition. Also, I think Midland Valley at 0-3. That's a quality team. They're a quarterback away from being a great team, I think. Took Aiken to overtime this past week. That's impressive. So there you go. Overrated, underrated team so far this season. All right, guys, let's talk about this week now. There's some huge games, a lot of huge games this week. You're going to want to be out there on Friday night. Should be some good weather, too. Wayne, you've got Laney, Jefferson County. That's a big one. Burke County, Lowndes. Does Burke County have a prayer? I don't think so. But,
yeah.
You know, big games.
Yeah, I think Burke County would be closer than last year. 36-0. It's kind of hard to do, make it any worse than that. But, I mean, you know they can score points even though it's good. It'll be closer. I don't know if they can pull it off, but they'll definitely be closer. And then Jefferson County, Laney, pretty big one in region game. I think great game last year really was, and I think Laney might have a little more this year.
Yeah, and that Burke County, nothing against Burke County. They're a quality program, but Lowndes, holy cow.
Classes higher, yeah.
So, Chris, on the other side, there's a pair of winless teams that are playing this week. We are at ARC. We're at Richmond Academy here filming. Of course, it'll be at Hepzibah. Somebody's going to get a win.
Unless they tie.
Yikes.
No, I think you've got a couple of raw teams looking for a victory, and you know, you got to give the edge to ARC because they had the off week last week. So it'll be interesting to see. I think both teams have a potent offense, but which team's going to step up defensively? And also, don't forget Thompson and Waco. That's a game with could be a lot of points on the board. Could be like pinball.
There will be a lot of points.
But look for the Bulldogs to pull that one out.
Thompson, Waco, rivalry game. That'll be a good one. And Aiken County, let's not forget South Aiken, Strom Thurmond. South Aiken looked good against Silver Bluff, even though they lost last week. Again, we'll find out, is South Aiken for real going up against a quality Class 2A team, Strom Thurmond. That's all we have for this week. See you next Thursday on The Blitz.
Laces out, Dan!